30 years ago tomorrow, an enraged socialite entered her ex-husband's Hillcrest home and became one of the most notorious killers in San Diego history.
As 10 News reporter Michael Chen explains, the twisted tale of Betty Broderick is not over yet.
When you looked into her eyes, what did you see?
I saw a woman without remorse.
Betty Broderick, suburban socialite turned killer, wearing a wry smile in these prison photos dating back 8 years to the most recent one from 2018.
She was just hell-bent on getting her pound of flesh. She was hell-bent on revenge.
Deputy District Attorney Richard Sachs was there at both hearings where Broderick was denied parole, the most recent one nearly 3 years ago.
When the impact statements were being delivered by victims and victims' representatives, she smirked.
It was 30 years ago when Betty Broderick first captured a nation's attention as police descended on a Hillcrest mansion on Cypress Avenue. Neighbor Linda Walter.
It was shocking. It was like we were watching a movie.
On that Sunday morning around 5:30, Betty Broderick stole her daughter's key, walked into the home, and emptied her .38, shooting and killing her ex-husband Dan and new wife Linda in their bed.
In a high-profile trial,
and I just fired the gun and this big noise went off.
Broderick took the stand, claimed her ex-husband was abusive. The jury didn't buy it, finding her guilty on 2 counts of second-degree murder, the case spawning numerous books and a made-for-TV movie detailing a scorned woman's escalating rage.
She had gotten into the house and grabbed some of his Armani suits and had a bonfire on the lawn.
You know why that alarm wasn't working in the home? Because she had rammed it with her truck.
Decades later, Broderick would face parole hearings in 2010 and 2017. Sources telling us her 4 children divided on whether she should get out.
Unrepentant, callous.
Sachs says in those hearings, Broderick repeatedly blamed the victims.
Banging her fist, calling him an SOB, apologizing to his friends and saying, "I'm sorry you lost your drinking buddy."
An attitude evident in a letter she recently wrote 10 News in response to a request for an interview. In it, she claimed she was gang raped by the crooked courts, adding her ex-husband used his power as a lawyer to threaten and intimidate her for years. Sachs says the Betty Broderick we see today has changed little.
From the very first days that she plotted the crime and committed it, she's basically stuck in that place.
Michael Chen, 10 News.
Betty Broderick won't be eligible for parole until January 2032, but that could be moved up by 8 years, depending on several factors, including good behavior.